Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. My name is Layla. I'm so happy you are here. I live in Istanbul in Turkey and I work as an English and Turkish teacher. I speak 5 languages and language learning become a huge part of my life. If you had met me years ago, you would never have guessed that I would become a language teacher because actually I used to hate English and I used to hate learning languages at all. At school, English was a compulsory subject and it was so boring and I wasn't interested in it at all. I often skipped classes, didn't enjoy learning grammar, and honestly, I couldn't understand why people waste so much time studying English. Back then, I never imagined that English would completely change my life and English would give me opportunities which changed myself. Everything started with a movie. Yeah, it's true. When I was a teenager, back then in Russia, American films and TV series were completely popular. And I watched the film It Takes Two for the first time. I loved this story so much. I loved actors, I loved American Dream, I loved everything about this. So I wanted to understand what the actors were saying without translation in the original language. And for the first time, English stopped being a school subject and became something real, something touchable. That was the moment when everything changed. Little by little, day by day, I started listening to music, learning new words, watching films, and discovering a completely different world through the language. Years later, life brought me to Istanbul. And I moved here for more than 13 years ago, and suddenly I had to learn another language, Turkish language. Luckily, because I also speak Azerbaijani, Turkish felt familiar to me and I was able to learn it much faster than I expected. So just 6 months I've been learning Turkish. Living in another country taught me something very, very, very important. So languages are not just grammar rules and vocabulary lists or irregular verbs. Languages are people. Languages are traditions. Languages are friendships. Languages are opportunities. Languages are confidence. And today I speak 5 languages and I still continue learning every day. Right now, I'm also working on improving my Spanish because I truly believe that language learning never ends. For more than 12 years, I've been helping children and adults learn English and Turkish. I worked with complete beginners, advanced learners, busy professionals, and students preparing for exams. And one thing I've learned is that anyone can learn a language. You don't need to be talented, you don't need to be perfect, you don't need to have a perfect memory, and you don't need to start as a child. You simply need the right approach, consistency, and patience, and hard work every day. On this channel, I'd like to share everything I've learned throughout my journey, and we'll talk about English, we'll talk about language learning, we'll talk a little bit about my journey, my travelings, and I'll share useful tips, pronunciation advice, common mistakes, study methods, and real-life communication. I'll also share my experience living in Istanbul, learning multiple languages, teaching students from different backgrounds. I'm a mother of 2 multilingual kids and I'll share this experience with you. So if you're learning a language, think about learning a language, or simply interested in multilingual life, you're in the right place and you are welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for watching me, for watching my very first video, and please let me know in the comments Are you learning languages right now? What languages do you speak? What language would you like to learn next? Maybe you'll tell me about your language learning journey. And don't forget to subscribe. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.